What is going on, everybody? Hope you are having a wonderful day. I will do my best to keep my big head out of this shot. Whoop. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the Magnuson Supercharger. I've now had it in the truck for 1 month, so this is going to be pretty much an overview of our likes, our dislikes, basically everything about what I've learned about the Charger in 1 month. One thing I've learned about the Charger is how much I love it, and the overall point of this video is, do I regret purchasing it because of the price and everything? I'm just going to tell you right off the bat here, I do not regret purchasing it. It has done wonders for this truck, but it did do one thing that I wasn't aware it was going to do, and that is it made me hate driving other vehicles. For instance, the FRS. I've driven the FRS 2 times since I bought this truck. I pretty much drive it to, get the fluids running through it. Michelle will take it to work with her once a week, that kind of thing. But overall, I don't know, I feel bad because the car was a lot of fun, and it still is a lot of fun, but I have a supercharger in my Tundra. I'm a Tundra dude, so all I want to do is drive this truck. So yeah, every car I've driven other than this truck has been underwhelming for me. So if you're going to buy a supercharger and you have other vehicles, be aware that that can actually happen. But other than that, there's so many likes. Everything is broken in nicely on the truck now as far as, the pulley feels better. At first, it still felt a little restrictive. So right now I'm just going easy at 30, but then if I want, you just put the pedal down and the truck just goes. I mean, it's not even a hesitation. The truck is gone. It pushes you back into your seat. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. So I have zero regrets. It's so much fun. I wake up to go to work every day. Still excited to drive it just because everything. The cooler temperatures bring the supercharger whine out a little more. I don't know if that's in my head or real, but when I'm going up through the gears, even at easy speeds, just easy stuff, when I'm going up through the gears, you're hearing the whine when it gets into the upper part of the RPM range. Everything with that is a win. I would say if I had to come up with something, I'm not even disappointed, but if I had to basically make a call on some things I don't like, I'm going to have to say fuel mileage. I don't really care about fuel mileage. I know a lot of people who buy these trucks buy them for work, and they go a long distance, to their job sites and whatnot. But for me, I work close to home. I bought the truck because I love the truck. I love the horsepower of the truck. I love the capability of the truck. So for me, putting the supercharger on was about fun, was about power. I just wanted to have this crazy performance truck that we have today. So the fuel mileage thing is a little disappointing, is the fact that up here, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see me pointing, up on the center screen, the information screen, it reads, 22 miles per gallon and, all that stuff. Were really the miles per gallon, as we saw in our gas pump calculation video, was about 16. And we're going to do another one of those videos soon. I'm going to do it on flat ground around here. We're going to do a 100-mile loop one of these days. So we're going to see what it is when I'm not going up into the mountains and things like that. We'll probably end up doing a 100-mile loop every once in a while, just to eliminate the variables of weather and wind. So if I do it a bunch of different times, you can see a bunch of different scenarios played out. So we will be doing those 100-mile loops going forward. Maybe, bi-monthly, something like that. I mean, we have all the time in the world with this truck, so we can test whatever we want. But yeah, so first month, I'm very happy with the purchase. The check engine light issue was something stupid. It was a harness that wasn't connected. It wasn't anything mechanical. I'll be honest with you, when I was getting the supercharger, I was really worried about reliability factor. And I know I've only had it for a month, but I just don't feel like the supercharger is going to hurt the reliability that much. And here's what I mean by that. So right now we're driving at normal speeds, and it's just, you don't even hear it. You don't even know it's there. You just know it's there when you get on it. And as long as you don't, beat the crap out of it, it could be something that lasts a long time along with this truck. You got to take care of it. I'm not saying spend $8,000 on a supercharger and don't have fun with it. I'm just saying there's got to be days where you drive it normally. And that's what we're doing with this supercharger in this truck. instead of buying a supercharger, beating the crap out of the truck. You know, you see a lot of these YouTube channels, they go and they get these insane performance parts, and then, you know, a month later, 2 months later, they're blowing engines, they're blowing differentials, rear ends, everything's just blowing up on the vehicle. The goal of this supercharger purchase is to show you what it's like to live with a supercharger every day. Not to go out and kill it every day, but to, you know, drive to work with your coffee listening to music. Is the supercharger annoying? How's the gas mileage? How's, you know, all the stuff we're covering today. So it's not all about going out there and, you know, ripping the rear tires off the truck and stuff like that. But I mean, we are, you know, I'm already working on doing a 1/4 mile run at a local track. Like, we're gonna do the supercharger stuff, but the point of this supercharger purchase was to show you the everyday life. That's what you don't see a lot of on YouTube. You don't see what it's like to live with something like this every day. You see what it's like to get one and how cool it is to go fast down the track with it, 0 to 60, which we will do. But you see all the performance side of it. You never see the long-term effects on the vehicle. And that, my friends, is what we're dealing with this video. So the cool part is, at the end of the day, my likes and dislikes, I do have another dislike. I'm not a huge fan of the Bully Dog tuner, but not because of the Bully Dog tuner. You see, this is where the Bully Dog tuner is supposed to go, right here. All right? And what I have to do every time I want to use it is I get it out, I hook it up to that, and then I hook it up to the ODB sensor under the steering wheel. I click it in, and then I can use it. That's a pain. What I would rather do is I'm going to try to hardwire it to the truck so there's no wire hanging here. It's just sitting up there. It's there all the time, and it's hooked into the OBD connector, and I don't have to deal with it, and then it can be on all the time. You know, getting it out and putting it up every time, I mean, if I'm taking like a decently long trip or something like that, no problem. But I mean, you know, if I'm going over here to run right now, I'm not going to put it on for a 10-minute ride. You know, it's kind of like that. But if it was there and it was hooked up, yeah, it would be on every time. So I got to figure out what to do with that. So my dislike, I wish that was like something that was easier to just have there all the time. But no big deal. I mean, it's stupid dislikes, but we're going to keep rolling with this supercharger. I love it, no regrets, would do it again in a heartbeat. Next Tundra will probably end up doing it again. It is worth the money. You know, in talking with the people from Magnuson, they answer you right back. You know, on Instagram, I've talked to them a few times. They answer right back. They're good people. In dealing with Sparks Parts, of course, Sparks Parts, where I bought the supercharger from, they were great with it, you know, and helping me out with everything. But yeah, so if you want that supercharger, go hit up Jamie from Sparks Parts. You could use the TundraDude34 code, save 5%, which is about $400. You're gonna save about $400 if you use my promo code, which is super cool. Save you a little coin. But the good part is, when I had that check engine light problem, Jamie was on the phone with me. He was talking to his buddies in the Sparks Parts, Sparks Toyota shop down there, because they put in a lot of superchargers. So all is good. I'm happy with the purchase for sure. I'm glad I have a good backing of people. I love the fact that the supercharger is starting to loosen up a little bit. At first I was like, wow, you know, it feels powerful when you get on it, but not like today. I feel like everything's breaking in, everything's settling in. It feels really good now. So the next update on the supercharger, like major update, like, you know, monthly interval stuff, will probably be 3 months. We'll see what has changed since then. But if you have any questions about the supercharger that I didn't cover, please let me know. A couple people asked me this. It requires premium fuel, 91 or 93 octane, to run correctly. I heard some people are putting regular 87 or 89 in it. Don't do that. Put the 91 or 93 octane in it, as suggested by the retailer. But other than that, comment below the video. Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. I thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.